The EU now has a regime where the countries that have visa-free access, if their citizens behave in a particular manner that is injurious to the interests of the EU, they can stop that visa-free access. So there are a number of areas for certain actions. If they become of concern to the EU, they can. It explains that the EU will first say to a country that we have X problem, we have seen an acceleration of a certain incidence of a certain behavior or actions or whatever, and you should act on it. If the country does not act on it, the EU then will give them a period over which to solve the problem, or else they will use visa access. So the first thing, they notify you, then they serve notice on you that if you don't do something about it, they will remove visa-free access, and then if still you do nothing about it, they will remove the privilege you have of visa-free access for your nationals and citizens. The countries that issue CIP citizenships are not on the list. So it's not a basis for them to waive, not waive, but to remove your visa-free access privileges. So now they add in the CIP as one of the reasons. So if persons from CIP countries are abusing the visa-free and they're going into the EU and seeking asylum, using the fact that they are visa-free, then the EU can say to the country, hey, a problem has developed. Can you deal with that? I mean, I know the Prime Minister went to the EU last year, and they had no issue with us. And we will again go and visit them, like a diplomatic visit, just to make sure there are no issues in St. Lucia. And we have a very robust and rigid due diligence process at the CIP, so we have no reason to be worried about it. What we have said to the EU is that we want to have open dialogue and communication on the matter. So if there is just one instance, now again the EU have thresholds. It's not if it happened once they will ask you to do something. If it goes above a certain limit, because they have thresholds, and I can share all the documents with you, so you can read it to see what it is. There's a certain threshold. If it starts happening above a certain frequency, then they will activate that mechanism. It's not like somebody came yesterday and they applied for citizenship, so it's not going to happen like that. There is a clear process.